Changes are coming to the city's Special Events and Cultural Amenities Commission. Naperville News 17's Blaine Irwin reports.
The city's SECA program will soon have more funds to distribute. At a city workshop on the program, Council decided to reinstate an escalator on the fund that will increase it by 2% or the Consumer Price Index, whichever is lower every year.
In this last year, we had well over 60 applicants, and we had less than $900,000 available to us. The majority of that was for city services. So that left a smaller pot that was available to distribute amongst the various cultural amenities that we wanted to support.
The SECA program is funded by a portion of the city's 1% food and beverage tax. Another big change is the removal of the legacy events category, which previously included Ribfest and the last Fling. This comes after City Council's decision this year to fund those events at 100% of their requests, overruling the SECA Commission's decision to give them less in order to distribute funds to other proposals. That raised the question as to whether or not the last Fling and Ribfest should be guaranteed full funding every year.
We've also just had some confusion as to what that name means and if there were any rights that went along with it. And I think I speak for the Commission when I say that no, there were no rights that went along with it other than they could continue to raise funds without us scrutinizing them.
Removing the label simply means that Ribfest and the last Fling will be categorized as special events, like many others that apply for SECA money. They may or may not receive full funding based on how much is available and how many applicants there are on a year-to-year basis.
Obviously, they are larger events and more storied events in the city of Naperville, but we will be reviewing their application as any other special event in the city.
City Council also approved the creation of an objective points-based system on which to judge applications. The system, which may include criteria like attendance, location, and impact, will be put into full effect for 2020. The other changes will start for 2019. Blaine Irwin, Naperville News 17.
And on a related note, Mayor Steve Chirico is removing the executive director of Ribfest from his current position on the SECA Commission. Rick Grimes will no longer be chairman of the SECA Commission after questions were raised about a possible conflict of interest. He's been on the commission since May 2014, but is also currently employed as the Ribfest executive director. In the past, Grimes has always recused himself from SECA allocation discussions and votes involving Ribfest. And we should add NCTV 17 is partially funded by a grant from the SECA program.